Hello Virgo, this is Nicole with Angelic Therapy and Healing, bringing you a general and a love reading for the month of May 2016. This is a reading for a large audience, and although when I prepare and pray, I do ask that each of you receives at least one message, it is for a large number of people. So if you would like a reading specific detail just for you, you can schedule a private reading on my webpage. I will put the link below and also embed it. I do get questions sometimes about the private readings. I am not an astrologist, so when I do private readings for clients, it is not based off of when you were born and what your astrological sign is. It's based entirely off of the questions that you have. I can hear Jesus and the angels speak like having a conversation with anyone else. And when my clients have questions, they provide very detailed, specific answers to help them with their situation. Get back on path, give them guidance, give them any recommendations to change things, and also let them know, based off current circumstances, what the outcome will be. But it's very, very specific and detailed. I do readings in person if you are in the central Ohio area. Otherwise, I do them on phone, Viber, and I also, in some instances, will do recorded readings where I will put the link on an undisclosed YouTube link and send it. That works for a number of my clients who are overseas. That's an option that they really like. So let's go ahead and get started. To speed up time, have shuffled, prayed, laid the cards out. We do have some from the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Then we have cards pulled from Doreen Virtue's 3 of her decks, the Romance Angels, the Saints and Angels, and the Magical Messages from the Fairies. So let's go ahead and see what you guys have this month, Virgo. First card is Yin and Yang. And what they're saying is there's a number of you that they're encouraging you to find a greater balance in the month of May. I get for some of you, it's a balancing of your emotions. Because what they're saying is, for some of you, you know, with not wanting to deal with a certain situation or a certain person. So for some of you, there's been conflict with your significant other, your spouse. For some of you, there's been conflict with, you know, work and trying to make the decision on, you know, whether to stay with the company, leave the company. But it's brought about some emotional turbulence. So they're saying that it's twofold. The first thing is to find balance with your emotions, to balance and bring more positive thoughts into play and into mind. And for some of you to have more of a physical balance, because I get for some of you, because you're upset, you've got the confusion, not knowing what to do, not wanting to deal with the emotions. A number of you have just thrown yourself into work as a way to avoid having to make a decision, having to deal with it. So you've just thrown yourself into work. So what they're encouraging you to do in the month of May is to find a place of balance, because that is going to help shift and transform things for the better. And it's going to help improve the situation for you. The next card we have is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. And if you can look, it's a beautiful card. You've got the rainbow, you've got the lotus flowers there. This is a card of new beginnings. So they're saying in the month of May, you are going to have some very positive change in your life, some new beginnings in your life. So for some of you, I get that. For some of you, you've been doing a lot of work, a lot of inner work, a lot of healing work, been trying to make some decisions of, you know, do I move? Do I change companies? Do I pursue this relationship with this person? Do I close the door with this person? I get that there's been a lot of inter-reflection, a lot of healing. And I get that May is going to be the month that you make those changes, that you take that leap, that you do those things, those actions resulting after you've done all the inner reflection and evaluation of what it is your heart truly desires. So I get that May is going to be the month that you take that leap. So for a number of you, you're going to move. You're going to start that relationship. I get some of you will end a relationship. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to start your own business. They're saying some of you are going to start your family in the month of May. You know, you've been contemplating, you know, do we start a family or not? And May is going to be the month that you do. And then I'm getting for a smaller number, because they're saying most of you, you know, they're congratulating you on all the work that you've done, and they're wanting you to know that you're about to reap the benefits of that with all these new beginnings and those things that you desire for your happiness in May. Now, for some of you, they're saying that in May, you are going to start some of you are actually going to be completing the work, that inner healing, that needs to take place in order to bring those dreams to fruition. So for some of you, it'll be emotional healing. For some of you, it'll be physical. For some of you, I get that, a very small number of you, I get that it will be like breaking an addiction, like alcoholism, some like food addictions. So they're saying that in May that they're going to be encouraging you. They're going to be there to help you. Just ask for their assistance. They will help you make those changes. They'll help you take those leaps. And for those of you that are going to be really taking the leap and completely moving and getting a new job and everything, just help them, you're just needing the help. Just ask them, because they're going to help you. They say that they've already laid the foundation. So just ask for their help, and they will give you the guidance and the next steps of what you need to do to bring those changes about. Okay. Next card we have is express your individuality. And on the bottom it says, allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Okay. So, they're giving me some more information. Okay, so what they're saying is, you know how they were saying a lot of you have done a lot of personal growth, a lot of going inward and reflecting on everything that you desire and what would truly make you happy. And there are a number of you during this time of personal growth and development and really getting on path with what it is that you desire and who you really are. You've changed from who you used to be. And now you're worried, I'm not who I was. I'm different on the inside, I'm different on the outside. And will my family, will my friends, will my coworkers, will they really embrace me and accept me as I am, or will they shun me? So because of that fear that they won't embrace you and your new awesomeness, because you've emerged as this big, beautiful butterfly. You went into your cocoon as a caterpillar, you did all your reflection, you got on path with who you really truly are, which is amazing and awesome, and you've emerged as this butterfly, but you're afraid to share that. They're encouraging you to share that, to let people know that, because what you're going to find is that they love you as you are. And for a number of you, I get that, you know, you're afraid to share this with people at work because, oh my gosh, they're going to judge me. And, you know, for a number of you, it's like, say, now you're into spiritual stuff. You weren't into spiritual stuff before. For some of you, it's, you know, maybe you're enjoyed going out to clubs and now you're just not into that and you're not into the same stuff that you and your friends were into. But I get when you share that, they're actually going to be excited that you share that, and you're going to find that you have way more in common than you realized. And for those of you that at the work where you're afraid that, oh, okay, they're going to totally shun me, they're actually going to be thankful that you shared that with them. And a number of them are going to look up to you as a mentor because they're going through the same thing. And you're going to find that a number of them have been afraid to tell people. So they're going to look up to you and as a mentor to help them, to guide them. So they're saying don't be worried at all. You're going to be completely accepted socially. You are amazing. Let your light shine. And don't worry about who you are, because everyone will love you just as you are. And for those of you, they are saying that there's a small number of you where you had a couple of friends where the things that you enjoyed doing with them no longer resonate with you at all. But they're saying it's okay to let them go, because we're all at different levels. So we're all at different levels. We all have different interests. We all, we all grow, we all evolve, we change as we grow. But they're saying to not be afraid about those couple friends, because what they want has also changed. It's almost like you hit a fork in the path, and who you are went down one path, who they are went down another. There's not going to be any hurt feelings, any anger or anything. Everyone will know that you've all just grown, and you can let them and let that relationship go, because it served its purpose at that time. That was the relationship that you needed at that time. That's the relationship they needed at the time. But it's okay to let that go now, because you've grown, you've evolved. You're a better you. You're another upgrade into awesome. So don't feel bad about letting that relationship go, and don't hold on to that of fear that, oh my gosh, what if this crushes them? Because it won't. Because they feel and sense that you don't resonate any longer. You're just not into the same stuff anymore. They don't think badly of you. It is what it is. So you can just let that go, and then that's also going to open up for you to bring more friendship and other people into your life. But they're saying to not feel bad about that, because there won't be any hard feelings on their end toward you at all. Okay. Now the bottom row, this is talking about love. The first card we have is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I get the number of you that are in relationships, you're married, you're in a committed relationship, you've just there's been a lot of emotional turmoil, arguments, disagreements, and I get that a lot of that has also stemmed from the conflict that has arisen because of, hiding your feelings, your emotions, what you want, what you need out of the relationship, also what you desire, because I get a number of you have just stuffed those things down to keep the other person happy, and so you've not shared that stuff. And for some of you, I get that not wanting to have the conversation, you've just totally avoided that person to try and just keep the peace, and which has just made you more unhappy and resentful and angry, and it has come now to a boiling point, is what they're saying. So in order to end the turmoil, what they're encouraging you to do is in the month of May to have those heart-to-heart conversations. Because I get, for a number of you, you're going to find that your partner has been feeling the same. And they're saying that for many of you, when you have this heart-to-heart conversation, you share, your thoughts, your feelings, the things that you desire. You're going to see an immediate transformation, because your partner, your spouse, they love you. They want to give you what will make you happy. You're going to need to tell them what will make you happy, though, because they're not going to read your mind. And so by telling them what it is that you need, what you desire, how you've been upset and frustrated, they will transform those things to give you what you desire, what you need, and your relationship will completely turn around. But you're going to have that conversation. And I get, for a small number of you, that you're going to have that conversation, and you may need to take it to the next step to get some counseling, which then could turn things around. And I get, for a very small number of you, you're going to have heart conversations, and you may even need some external assistance, and you're just going to find that we're not on the same page anymore. And then that will continue that dialogue and conversation of, okay, well, where do we go from here? What do we do from here? But the first step is that they're encouraging you to do in May is to have that conversation. Now, the next card that we have for love is flirt, and I find it interesting how that ties in, because, it's sometimes very difficult to have those conversations, and then, if you do have those conversations, okay, well, how am I going to do something loving toward this person when I've been so mad at them for the past 6 months? And to get your mind to shift to a place of love and lightheartedness, and even to just wanting to open up and let your guard down. Have that conversation is not always easy when you've been arguing and at each other's throats for months. So what they're encouraging you to do, if you look, this is flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. They're encouraging you to have fun together. So when you flirt, you're flirtatious, you know, you're just being playful. You're just having fun together. You're just having experiences. I mean, in flirtation doesn't necessarily always lead to sex, although it may very well. But flirtation is just having fun, you know, going and doing fun things together, smiling at each other, just being playful and fun. And that kind of lifts that heaviness away and kind of gets you back to a place of connecting with each other so you can have those heart-to-heart conversations. So in May, it would probably benefit you to, you know, take a day, go to a park, go for a walk, go do something fun together, because it'll just be fun. You can be a little flirtatious. It'll help you let that guard down to have that conversation. And for some of you that then have that conversation, you're like, okay, here's what I want, here's what I need. Okay, that's what you need. Okay, well, how do we get from this place of not even really wanting to be around each other to being lovers and happy again? Well, go have some fun together. Go take a weekend or take a day to go and enjoy each other's company. And then what they're saying is, for some of you, there's some of you that are single, and they're saying that you're pushing away that partnership that you desire because you get into a relationship with someone and it's really early on, but you're so overwhelmed with thinking, okay, where's this going to go? Where's this going to go? What's this going to lead to? That it immediately ends and you both go separate directions. So what they're encouraging you to do is to just take a lighthearted approach. Don't care about where it's going. Just have fun. Play together. Enjoy each other's company. Don't care what's going to happen. Am I going to marry him or her? Is this the one? Doesn't matter. Just have fun. If nothing else, it's an experience for you. You can have some fun together. But that lightheartedness, that fun, that lack of expectation, if they are the one, we'll keep them there and we'll keep the relationship growing. And by not having that lightheartedness, by being so heavy and so focused on the outcome and expectations, they could be the one and you could very well push them away. So they're encouraging you just to have fun. Have fun, enjoy each other. And this last card I had asked, you know, how can you improve your love life in the month of May? And the card generosity came out. So what they're saying is for those of you in the relationships that, you know, you've had the strife and the arguments and not getting along, you have these heart-to-heart conversations. Come from a loving, kind place, being generous to your lover. Don't be hurtful, don't be cruel. Come from a loving place. Be generous that way. And then for after the fact, you have the conversations, okay, where to go from here? Be generous in that too. Maybe you're still angry and hurt and upset with them, but go get her some flowers. Make him some coffee. Do those nice, kind, considerate things for them, and you will watch your relationship shift. You'll watch that spark come back. But it all stems with you being generous and loving toward your partner. And they're encouraging you to do that in May, because that is the key thing that will help shift and turn things around for you guys. So I wish you an amazing month. Thank you to everyone for subscribing to my channel and leaving comments. I do love to hear back from you. You can leave comments below. You can send me a personal message as well. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you an amazing month filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.